I started here at Tulsa Memorial back in 1991, a long, long time ago. And how many of you guys know anything about reinventing yourself? Anyone? You know, you've kind of run the gamut of one season that you're in, and you're going, man, for me to make a leap, for me to continue moving forward, I'm going to have to do some reinventing. I've done that a number of times right out of college. I was a youth director at a church, and then I became a classroom school teacher after 15 years of teaching school when it would have been really nice to just write it out. I knew that there was still more inside of me. I knew that there was still stuff that I haven't accessed yet. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? And a good friend of mine, Dave Jewett, who was here in Tulsa, and he said, Clay, it sounds like it's time for you to go out on your own. And so made the big leap from secure, peaceful, salaried life into the wonderful world of entrepreneurship, you know, where you eat what you kill. How many of you guys are entrepreneurs, have your own business in here today? How many of you guys know that if you stand still very long, that work stops coming? First of all, anytime you're talking to an advisor or a leader, trainer, or something like that, you always want to ask them, who is your leader? He is the one that has helped me make the transition from being the salaried worker to being the entrepreneur. And it has been tremendous. Been 2.5 years out, starting my own company and doing this, and it has just been amazing what has happened in my life. 86% of business and leaders and HR leaders believe they do not have an adequate leadership pipeline, meaning that when they look ahead of them, they look above them, they don't see adequate leadership, and when they look behind them, they don't see any way to train up and build up. Okay, it's interesting here. 87% are disengaged. Get this stat, 24%, I don't even know what this means, actively disengaged. What does that mean, Lonnie? Does that mean they're coming to work and they're going, no? Yeah, some people in the back, yes, that's exactly what they're doing. And I've got one. Say this, everybody say this. Let's see, knowledge without application, is meaningless. Leadership requires new thinking. The worker gets isolated. The strategist connects people and ideas. The manager develops system, and the leader casts an inspiring vision for everyone to come along behind. I can't give it to people because they won't do it the way that I want them to do it. I told them, they don't do it. This is a worker mentality. It gets us feeling like this. Anybody ever been here before? Strategists see problems and have solutions to those problems. If you have a lot of worker mindsets in your office right now, you can help people move from worker to strategist by helping them see what you see. Seeing the problems. They're self-initiative. They have ideas. They don't allow, I love this one right here, they don't allow the problems to limit production. I love this right here. Only 10% of people have what we call a learning mindset. This is out of the Harvard Business Review. The other 90% will not learn unless you force them. It's hard to be a manager when you are uncomfortable with confrontation. Because how many of you guys know, people just naturally will deviate from what you've told them to do. And if you don't get them back in line, they'll just keep deviating. So this is business leadership, inspiring, respected, a confident plan. They never lose sight of the vision. You guys, this right here is the main, most important characteristic of every single leader. That we begin to prepare our workforce to be a worker, that we have some of the workers that are coming into being strategists, that some of the strategists are stepping into managers, and some of the managers are on track for leadership. It's called the leadership pipeline. It's time for you to do something here. Action is the real measure of intelligence, says Napoleon Hill. In fact, only 2% of our population starts their own business. Although there's a lot of folks that have ideas, only 2% start. What is it, 80% of companies that have started, quit, and die and go in bankruptcy after 5 years. 80% don't make it because they're not able to make this jump right here. They're not able to take the E out of emotion. What is it right now in your work that is stealing your time? What is it in your personal life that is stealing your time? What is it as a parent that is stealing your time right now? It's important for us to identify this I want to encourage you to consider that and make decisions. Be people of action. Be the 10%, not the 90%, and move forward. How many national championships? How many championships did he win in the NBA? Anybody know before he got with Phil Jackson? 0. 0. He gets together with Phil Jackson and ta-da! He becomes Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan. He becomes Michael Jordan, the one that we all know. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for your time today. All right?